welcome to my channel, and in this video I decided to answer this one question: why have I decided to work at Meta? I get a lot of people who ask me this question because I was so particular in the company where I wanted to work. The reason why is basically because of the stereotypes that we have when we consider any company that we want to work at, right? So I had three companies for myself, which I considered where I wanted to work. And one of them was Meta. The other two were Google and Netflix. Unfortunately, to get to Netflix is very hard, and I have tried a few times. I do have a couple of friends who work there and they have referred me as well, but it's really hard. I don't know like how they choose, what's their application process, like on what, based on what their recruiters decide who to interview. And maybe a little bit more than a couple of times I applied to Netflix and I never got a call from the recruiter. I just got an email saying like, we decided not to move forward with your application, but we'll keep your application in our database in case future positions will appear, whatever. That means no, basically. So the other example was Google. To be honest, I tried to apply for Google, I think more than 10 times. And that was pre-pandemic. I was like on a heavy search for a job. And with Google, it's really interesting too, because I have a lot of friends who work at Google. I mean, I live in Silicon Valley. Obviously, I have a lot of connections. A lot of my friends work in tech. And I also applied for a few positions using the referral. And not even once I got a call from the recruiter when I was applying to Google. Just keep in mind that that was my first try to find a big company to work at, because previously my experience was working in smaller companies, in startups, and also working on my own projects. I didn't have a lot of work experience working in tech. Nobody was hunting me after my university, so it was really tough to get into the tech. But with Meta, it was different. I applied at Meta a few times. Back then it was Facebook, obviously. I interviewed 3 times, and and I regret that I hasn't researched a lot when I was applying to Meta, because I made a lot of mistakes, and my mistakes were not knowing the tech language. When I was asked during my interview something about dog fooding, I started immediately thinking about food and dogs, which is like, what? What is she talking about? That was crazy. So yeah, I failed 3 of those interviews, but I eventually got at Meta when a recruiter reached out to me, and that was during the pandemic, and I kind of stopped looking. I was like, you know what? I'm so sick and tired. I've been doing this full time, job searching. I've been interviewing with multiple companies just to kind of like get this idea of the interview, see what questions they will ask me, and also like just the whole process of the interviews, just to have this experience to be able to like prepare better for the best one, right? It was in 2021 when I actually thought that, okay, I'm just gonna take a break. I'm gonna go to Hawaii with my friends and my husband, and we're just gonna, have fun. For a minute, I'll stop thinking about getting a job, because 2 years looking for a job, it's just a long time. And not that I was so bad that nobody wanted to hire me, it's just I only had 3 companies in my head where I wanted to work: Google, Netflix, Meta, that's it. A recruiter reached out to me while I was on vacation and told me that they're looking for a person for this position at Meta, but it's a contract job. And I'm like, I don't mind, I think that it's a great opportunity because I still get to work at Meta, first of all. The second, it's gonna be like a put my foot inside to kind of like, into this company and see what's going on there. Maybe I will not like it at all. Maybe everything that I have in my mind is just my fantasies, right? So I decided to give it a try, and I accepted the position. I cannot be more happy that I took this opportunity because everything about Meta is magical. Like from the start, the whole process was very easy. My manager she is an amazing woman. I have never had a better manager in my life. She has taught me a lot. And the people that I work with are the most talented, the most passionate, the most amazing people, human beings that I have ever worked with. Although I am not the lucky one who was going to the office every day because I joined during the pandemic, and after that, you could work from home or you could work in the office. So it's like a hybrid version of work. And it turned out for me that the best way I'm productive the most when I'm working from home, because I have my environment and I have this quietness, nobody's bothering me, and I can focus and concentrate on the work that I do. Experience working at Meta is one of the most beautiful highlights in my career. And I am so lucky that I have this experience, and I'm so lucky that I have met so many great people. They should pay me for this, to be honest. I'm a huge fan. This is how I got into Meta, and this is why I was so focused to just work only in this company. The moral of the story is actually that it will be difficult to find your first job or your dream job, but just give it a try if you have the opportunity. I know that it wasn't something that ideally I would want, right? It was a contract job, but I still took a chance and I'm so happy about it. And also, I just wanted to mention that sometimes you have to let go of the situation and just relax. You shouldn't be not do anything, because when the opportunity came, I was already prepared. I knew what I need to answer. I need all what I need for this interview to be successful. I knew that my resume was important. So I knew all of these things because I was working hard to prepare myself for this dream job. But when I let go of the situation, it just happened. And it's amazing how it works. I don't know how it works, but it worked for me. So please don't forget that. And I wish you all the luck in the world. I know you can do it. Be positive. It'll come to you eventually. And if you want to learn more about my experience working at Meta, please let me know in the comments below. And also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and see you later. Bye.